Today's guest is someone the world thinks they know. From reality TV fame to public scrutiny, motherhood to music, she's lived a life in the spotlight. But there's so much more beneath the headlines. I'm excited to sit down with Heidi Montag to talk about her journey, the highs, the heartbreak, the healing, and how she's continued to redefine who she is on her own terms. This is a conversation about growth, reinvention, and the quiet power of resilience. Please enjoy my conversation with Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag, welcome to the Penthouse.
Thank you. Sorry I'm late.
Oh my gosh, it's totally fine. It's totally fine because you look like this. Honestly, you look incredible. I was watching you in the bathroom. I know that might sound a little creepy, but I was like, from here, I'm like,
the door was open. I was washing hands.
Yeah, washing hands.
Yeah.
I was like, who are those red boots? Oh my God.
Thank you.
You look so good. Well, you are a global pop star right now, literally. How does that feel?
It is my biggest dream come true. It's been such a blessing in disguise and a lot of stored up dreams coming true. I mean, performing, at first I was so nervous and I didn't think I could do it. And I was really having a hard time. And then as I did it more, I just really loved it and understood what people were saying about the energy of the crowd. And, you know, I would ask for more time in certain performances just for the audience because people would message me like, I'm just coming for you or I'm coming there. And
amazing.
So it's been great. And then I had my new album Heidi would come out and that was well received and charted and was incredible. And then on top of that, I had my new single Icon come out. So that was great.
So you're in the middle of an international tour, the Heidi Wood tour.
Yes.
How is it going? How are the crowds? Where are you playing? Like, tell me everything.
It's been amazing. It's at the end of it now. So we were in London and New York and San Francisco, Seattle, LA, I mean, I feel like I'm forgetting places. It's been amazing. And to have been able to have that interaction with my fans, some of them that have been waiting for 15 years for that moment, has been just unbelievable. So it was more than I even thought I would love it and enjoy it. And I always love pushing myself. And I'm sure you can relate to that.
Absolutely.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, and just being the best performer you possibly can.
Do you get nervous now going out or it's like 1, 2, 3, you got it?
No, I do get a little nervous because the vocals are live. And so with live vocals and I mean, there's just so much that can go wrong. And like last time my in-ears went out and so I couldn't hear my audio or any audio and I wasn't sure if the mic was working. And then I just thought,
worst.
well, I don't like the show must go on.
Did you like throw it out?
I did. I was like, felt so like pop star. I was like, okay, this is part of the show. So.
I love it. And keep on going. But don't you guys, I read that you actually manage your own tour. You do everything, right?
Yeah, I do everything. Well, Spencer and I, but I own the record label.
Okay.
So I am the CEO, boss, biatch, in charge of everything.
Yes, please.
So I'm booking my glam team. I'm booking travel for everybody. Sometimes I have someone
What, you book all the travel for everybody?
Well, so I book the travel, but then I have someone like actually purchase the tickets, but I have to look because I want their flights with my flights. And then one time I let someone else just book them and it all went wrong. I'm like, all right, I just got to do everything myself.
I mean, you have to stay so organized because you're also a wife, a mother of 2 kids. So like, it's funny. We just got one of those digital calendars that like either on your wall or like are on the kitchen table because I can't keep up with everything.
Yeah.
Like with 3 kids plus a husband, I'm just like, this is insane. I have to color code everything to know.
Mine's on the marker board. I still have the old fashioned marker board on the fridge. Yeah. Everyone has their color. I'm pink.
That's great too. But a digital one is really easy.
Yeah. And it's on your phone, right? So that's
you can have it on your phone. Your music is literally everywhere. Like Superficial was in 2010. And I want to rattle off some facts right now because honestly, they're amazing. It shot to #1 on iTunes charts in 8 countries. It's insane. Billboard 200, it was #2 on the top dance albums. I mean, you must feel so good about this, having this resurgence in your music career, what you've always wanted. Must feel amazing.
It was shocking. I mean, and feels miraculous because we put so much time and money into that years ago. And it was always my biggest dream come true. And I was over reality TV and I wanted to just be a pop star. And since I was a little girl, that's always what I wanted to do and be. So to have it have its moment years later was actually almost better, and saving it for a different time and a different moment, especially when I needed like hope. I get so emotional. Yeah, when I needed babe. That moment to kind of lift me up and like give me.
I mean, I would be just like you, sitting here bawling every day for what happened and what you've been through. But on the positive side of things, you've literally had this massive resurgence of something that you've always wanted to happen. But it happened in like the darkest times of you losing everything, the house, the kids, things, like all the memories. I can't imagine living through that type of hell, but you had this amazing thing happen to you as well. How did you deal with the highs, but also the lows at the same time?
It's tricky. It's a lot of micromanaging and compartmentalizing in your brain. And I think the most difficult thing has been my kids and having them needing me more than they've ever needed me, and having me have to leave more than I ever had. So I would just try to, and everything's in LA and we're in Santa Barbara now. So I'd really try to pack in the days here and then come home for their bedtime. But recording new music, and, I was almost done with that album. I had been working on it for over a year, and performing was down here. So all the parts and pieces were down here, and leaving, traveling for days at a time. So I just really try to get the best possible care for them and give them so much time and quality time when I'm with them. And then trying not to have that mom guilt about leaving, and trying to pump myself up as a pop star at the same time. Like, you got this, girl. And, having that like confidence. So it's definitely been the most strenuous, and challenging time of my entire existence. And it's also helped me to thrive in that, because I do better under pressure. So to have that pressure has really helped me to actually kind of heal and move forward in a sense too. And the tricky thing with fame is you just never know how it translates. And sometimes fame doesn't translate into money, and vice versa. So I feel like part of me feels like I've been here before. And I see how quickly things fade out and fade in. So I'm not caught up in the moment of it. I just want to do the best I can, like, for each performance. So I'm just trying to think, like, well, if this is my last one that I'll ever do, I just want it to be the best ever. No, I did the best, and like leave it all on the floor. What
Absolutely.
They say? So like,
it won't be your last. It will never be your last.
But I appreciate all the support from the fans, and that's really, really taken me to another level of like feeling that love and support.
It's incredible. I mean, talk about social media power right now. Everyone was talking about Spidey. Everyone was talking about you and Spencer. If I go back to the day when the fires happened, I just remember seeing the aftermath of that, and you guys getting on socials and being so real, so raw, so unfiltered with like what you were actually going through. It made everybody cry. We were all devastated for you guys. Take me back to that day, and what were you able to get out of the house? What was that day like?
It was such a surreal day. My older son had 104 fever for like 3 days in a row.
Oh my gosh.
I had been up for 3 nights in a row, putting him in the bathtub, a cold bathtub, trying to cool his body temperature down. I'd been on the phone with his doctors. I wasn't sure if we were going to the hospital. I mean, he was so sick. So for me, that was my main focus. And I was just in such mom mode. And, I remember I had a babysitter come over, and she was watching Riker. I was like, can you just take him out to the park? Gunner's so sick. I just need to like really focus on him. And she was like, great. And came up to the house an hour later, and she's like, there's a fire. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, all the workmen across the street are telling me we need to leave right now. Like, this is so serious. And I was like, oh my gosh, hold on. Can you wait here? Like, let me go check. And sure enough, over the ridge. And so I go up there with Spencer, and he's like, all right, let me put on the news. Like, we had no idea. And we saw it like 3 hills over. And he's like, I think we're going to be fine. Like the planes are already going.
Like it was far in the distance. It was far.
There was no winds. It was like such mild winds. The winds were the night before, the hurricane winds where we were. So it wasn't windy at all. We're like, okay, it's far away. The firemen are going to get it. But we heard no sirens. So there were no sirens going off. I didn't hear one siren all day. There were no, so you wouldn't even have known it was an emergency. And it was really like eerie, and all of our neighbors thought everything was going to be fine. Like we had a fire 2 years ago closer than that on the Getty. The Getty fires.
I remember that.
Came back, and they were at the back of the Palisades, and they were way closer, and they had it under control. And so we had been here several times, so we just packed up a few things. I had the boys' bears. I had a few things to close for them. Like I was leaving for the weekend.
Okay.
Like what would I need tonight? I need Tylenol for Gunner. I need snacks for the car if we're driving somewhere, water bottles, and then that was kind of it. And then as it got later on, my mom called me from Colorado. I didn't want the news on because Gunner was so sick and I didn't want to traumatize him with unnecessary news or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then my mom called from Colorado and she's like, what are you doing there? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, Heidi, your whole town is on fire. And I was like, Mom, there's no sirens.
But you didn't see any of this yet. Like you can't see other houses on fire. No, I
couldn't. The town wasn't fully on fire yet. So I was like, no, Mom, it's over there. It's fine. And then I was like, all right, if my mom's calling me from Colorado, I'm just going to leave. Because if there is something happening in a different part of the town, I don't want to get stuck here. So I went to Spencer's parents' house, which was on the bluffs. And I thought that was a safe evacuation place. 2 minutes away. And then Spencer's sister, his older sister, called and she was like, you guys need to leave there. And I was like, I just got here. I have one kid sick, one running around. I thought we were going to spend the night here. And then the whole sky just started turning black. And again, there were no sirens. There was no
How was there no sirens?
Because they weren't putting out fires. So they weren't doing anything. They were told to stand down. So they were all at the beach, parked down there. And so it was crazy. It was eerie. Yeah. And so when I left, thankfully I missed that whole rush on Sunset where people had to evacuate their cars.
Yes. And run for their lives.
Yeah. So I went the other way because I heard that was shut down.
Oh my God.
But I didn't know that people were running out of their cars. And so as I went left, I saw everything on fire. And I called Spencer and I was like, you gotta go. It's really close. It's right behind you. And I was like, just call 911. And he was like, they're not going to come. And I was like, well, just call them so we know. And so we called and they were like, nobody's coming.
Nobody's coming to help.
And they're like, we don't have any assets and nobody's coming. And I was like.
So you had left at this point.
Yeah,
and
so I had
Spencer
left with the
was there.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm going to stay with my dad and we're going to save the house. And I was like, but what if you don't and you die? I was like, it's not worth trying to save our house. So I
cannot imagine. It's
So he stayed too long and the neighbor's house is fully caught on fire. And
right next to you?
Yeah. And so his dad stayed till another hour or so. And the flames were on the house. And he was just, trying so hard.
That's Spencer though, right?
Yeah.
That's Spencer till the last second.
Yeah. It was, and then he watched it all on the cameras just till the end,
I'm so sorry. The loss of, it's not just the physical space, it's the memories, it's the security, it's the comfort of the house, that your kids grew up in. I would be the same as you.
Right. It's the snake skin that we found on the hiking trail. It's these things that you can't.
Yeah.
And the space, because a home is not just things. It's sacred.
Yeah.
It's your safe haven. So
it's your safe haven for your kids. And
yeah, it's tricky. It's sad.
Well, it's been 8 months now.
Gosh,
are you guys still in the healing process, obviously? What does that look like for you now?
Yeah, I think it's a lifetime of healing. That's what I've heard from other people who've lost their houses and tragedy and in similar situations. So, it's just kind of something that will come in waves, and some days are easier and some days are harder. And, I just don't think at this point we can't rebuild. Like, we just don't have the finances and we don't have the insurance, and, we're still paying a mortgage on it. And it's a lot of moving parts, and the community is gone. And I don't know if you've been there or not, but there is no like rebuilding really going on.
Yeah, I've only heard from one person that I know that I think she's been approved for plans, but that's the only part that I know. But I mean, it's a whole town gone, and it's I just can't imagine. And
that's where Spencer grew up. It's not just a place; it's his hometown that's also gone, and his parents' house, and our friends, and it's so. I really have so much empathy for anyone else in a similar situation and in Altadena, and I hope that they can get this under control and that it doesn't continue to happen, because what I have learned through all this is it is preventable. And it is the responsibility of the government to clean up and make the fire burn.
Absolutely.
And to be proactive, because they can prevent this and they need to prevent this. So I hope that they can, and I hope whoever does, really steps up, because that's, I think, where I'm at now. Yeah, I just don't want it to happen to anyone else. It is what it is for us, and thank God we're blessed to, work and to continue. We're young enough to, and we will, and I'll see God can use everything for good, and somehow He will and has, and we'll continue to persevere on. And this life is temporary. It's a good reminder of all the things.
Absolutely.
But still, I don't want it to happen to anyone.
Well, it's a good reminder too, because the things in your hand sort of they mean nothing. The paintings on the walls. Do you know what I mean? As long as you guys have each other.
Yeah.
I know you've said before that your home is where Spencer and the kids are.
Right.
Right. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, you can make a home wherever you are. Your home is your heart, and that's one of the reasons that place was so special, because there was so many memories, and your heart poured out there. But that is, for me, my home, where my family is, where we will live every day, where we will love, where we'll create new memories and create that peace and safe haven and that love, and where you're living in, that becomes your home. So we'll make that, and I'll continue to make that and create that. And, my kids obviously are also going through it. And my little one, who's almost 3, every day says, my house burned down, fire burned down my house. Me want new house.
Me want new house.
I know.
And
so and not him, I thought he skated and didn't really sink into him. And now it really is affecting him and sinking into him. So, and my 7-year-old, who's continually affected by it too. So I'm just trying to.
Do they ask for things?
Do all the things.
Do they ask for things from the house? Do they say, "Oh, where is my bear?" Or
No, thankfully I got bears.
Okay,
I got the bears.
Okay,
so,
good. Okay, you got the most important.
Yeah, but I found it. I was praying about it, and we found a snake skin nearby recently, and I've never seen one in my life. So we found another, and I was like, "Thank you, God." Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And
amazing.
Then So I'm just trying to replace what I can and help them grieve through it and talk about it and highlight the positive, trying to do all the mom therapeutic things and
absolutely
just set them up.
Well, it's a new school year for them too. So how are they going in their new school? Are they adapting okay? Is everything?
They both love school.
Good.
They both have better schools, I think, than they had here. The
amazing.
Kids are so nice and normal.
Good.
And great and really down to earth. And I think that's been a really good change for them, an environment. So they're both really thriving.
So they can sort of forget a little bit and put it behind them.
Yeah. I got Gunnar into school a week later. I literally was like, we are getting into school.
That's the best thing.
Yeah. I'm like, we need a new routine. We're getting into school. Let's not, let's just get you going. So I was like very proactive on that. Spencer was, talking about superficial and everything. I was like, you do that. I'm going to get Gunnar in school. Like divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, what do you do for self-care to de-stress? Are you a massage girl? Do you like the facials? Yeah? Yeah.
I get a massage every week, mostly for my body with dancing.
I love that.
Because how did you survive all those neck whips?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's so painful.
Talking about necks, I have my C5, C6 back here, which is completely worn down. It's an issue I'm going to have to fix one day.
So what do you do for that?
I get massages sometimes. I get some therapy sometimes. I've had peptide shots in there to
BPC 157. What
that's it. You got it. Yeah, all of those. I've had them shot straight into the neck because I'm like
epidurals.
Oh yeah, epidurals.
Let's
not go into the epidurals.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are so resilient. You and Spencer as a couple in Hollywood, honestly, you have just transitioned after transition. You are Spidey like forever. Have always been a fan of you guys. And I will say that the foundation that you guys built your marriage on must be so strong. You're still thriving. You still love each other. You're so in love. Like I look at you and I'm like, that's the perfect marriage right there. You know, how have you built that and kept that so strong?
Thank you. I think for Spencer and I, we just love being together.
Yeah.
Right when we got together, we just loved being together. And humor is such an important aspect of it. And we keep a lot of things light, even when they're dark. You're just kind of like, okay, that's funny, right? Or not, I don't know. But we're a team, and we've always worked really well together as a team and really prioritized each other over, our own families or over whatever it was. We have really done that. And yeah, we just love each other at the end of the day. I think respect and appreciation go a long ways. Forgiving quickly, I think, is a really important thing in life, and not holding things over people's heads.
Yeah.
We would never bring up something that had ever happened. We're both like, great, done.
Yeah. That was 15 years ago.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares what happened last week too? You just keep it moving. But we are blessed to have found each other, and we're really soulmates. I met him and I told everyone, I'm like, I love him.
You really are.
Yeah. I was like, I love him. I'm going to marry him. And they're all like, okay.
His babies.
Yeah, totally.
I love it. I think communication too, for my husband and I, that's a huge part. If we miscommunicate, I want to sort it out now type of thing, because it can fester and then get worse and worse over the next couple of days. And just that's our biggest thing is communication and making sure it's an open dialogue to whatever you're pissed off about. Say it now.
Yeah.
So we don't have to think about it and go to bed angry.
I totally agree. And Spencer and I are very of that now. Let's have this conversation once now. And I do think that's really important.
Mm-hmm. What advice do you have for people going through such challenging times in their life right now? You've just been through the most chaotic thing that I can really think of. How did you do it, and what would you say to somebody else?
I would say to not judge or criticize yourself. However you're being in that moment, just be easy on yourself. Not I need to do this and I need to do that. Whatever you need to do is not compared to anyone. So I would say that's a really important thing. I would also say it's really important to breathe. Take 5 breaths, take 1 minute, just go outside for a few seconds. Sometimes you just need a moment.
Yep.
And that's really important. And that moment can get you through the day. So breathing is super important, and just being here and now. And then knowing everything passes.
True.
And
very
as hard as it is, this moment isn't going to last forever. And just don't get ahead of yourself. Just do minute by minute. Do what you can do. Don't get over, don't let yourself get carried away or overwhelmed with it. Okay, what's real right now?
I love
here,
that.
what's now? What can I focus on right now? What's good right now? And even if it's a glass of wine or a bite of cheese or, a
bit of chocolate at night.
Whatever it is, just, and just to take that time, and I think getting off your phone for me was important. Spencer's opposite. I think getting on his phone is helpful and productive. But
you
that's
guys are very different.
We're very different. We're very similar and very different. It's funny how that's why it works well. But also and that's why I'm saying don't judge that. But for me personally, being on my phone gets stressful. So
absolutely, with all the alerts and
get
everything.
off the apps or whatever.
Yeah. So you and Spencer have a new podcast called The Fame Game. Why are you filming it on your lot? Tell me about that.
We went back and forth of where we should film it. And Spencer was like, the only appropriate place to film this is our lot.
It's so Spencer.
And I know. And I was like, you're right. And let's do it.
I love it. You're literally in the dirt and the rubble of where your house used to be.
And actually, it's very therapeutic because I miss home. And something about it feels like I'm home.
Like you're there again. Yeah. Oh, you're going to make me cry. Oh, can't imagine. I'm like.
And a lot of the conversations are about the Palisades and the situation that we're going through. And so also it's a very appropriate place to be. And I think it's really helpful for a lot of people like our guests to come there and to have those conversations. But more than anything, we're paying a mortgage and we are going to get our money's worth of our house and be here at the same time.
I love that. I love that. Well, congratulations on that. That's another amazing thing that you guys are doing. So your new single, Icon, is out right now. Yes. Is that a love letter to Spencer?
Of course it is. And that's what I love the premise about it. Like Spencer's always been my biggest fan, my biggest promoter. And it is just an appreciation of that because within that is where I get my power and being able to have that moment of feeling the best version of myself too. And so it's about the relationship and the dynamic between us and how that translates for me. So like to everyone else, I'm just someone or like whatever it is, but to him, that I'm an icon. And that's what matters to me.
It's awesome. I was listening to it last night. I mean, I've listened to it many times, but I had it on while I was like answering emails and stuff. It's such a bop. It's like pure pop. I love it. I think that you literally give me like Britney Spears vibes. You give me like all the pure pop vibes and I'm so into it. I love your music.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Madison Love wrote it and she's written so many hits and, recently for Addison Rae and for a bunch of people, but she is amazing. I know she's on the chart. She's going to be like, Addison Rae is the one she has a lot of really, really famous, singers. Okay. But yeah, anyways, I was so honored to have that song and have her cater that song, with him for me. So that was,
it's so good.
Thank you.
So what's next for you guys? Have you got many more tour stops or what's happening?
Who knows? Obviously not Dancing with the Stars this season, but I think I'll save my neck. And so, we'll just take it as it comes. I have a few other performances that are potentially coming up and amazing. Mom life. Yeah.
Mom life.
Time to dive 100, I need to be home a little bit more now. So that would be good timing.
But I do need you on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, only if you'll be my partner.
Yeah, we can do it.
For sure.
I've done it before.
Practice. Have you?
I haven't done it before, but it's done one time.
Okay, well, girl, let's go.
Let's do it.
We'll win.
Yeah, we certainly will. Guess what that is?
The telephone.
I always order room service for me and the guest. Okay, so let's do it.
Okay, what a gracious host. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Please be fries.
Oh, chicken. Yes.
Yes, we got protein and fries.
Yes. I normally indulge, but I'm on a strict diet.
Okay. All right. Well, yes, I can see you look so good.
Thank you.
Honestly. Well, thank you so much for spending time here. Thank you for chatting with me and getting real and getting really honest about what happened and everything. Thank you so much. You are truly an icon, and I wish you nothing but all the success with all your music career. It's going to be so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
One time I should have you on stage and be my only backup dancer. Oh.
Yeah.
We could do like a whole thing. We should do like a...
Anytime.
We'll do like a duet.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
I mean, we can TikTok it up too.
Okay.
Like we can do a lot.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. I need some fries.